All right, so if you haven't already, please put your first and last name at the top. We are, today is the 7th. We're in the 7th week. This week, we are working on our animal project, but the animal project is not due until next Friday, the 18th. We got warm up. We're working on the project, but again, I'm going to put here, it's not due until 3/18. That's next Friday. All makeup work, however, is due on the 18th as well. So please use your time wisely. It should not take you 2 weeks to really do the project. Okay, it shouldn't. All right, but I am giving you this week with no homework so you can get a jump start and get as much done with it as possible. Now, next week, you will have 2 days of homework. You'll have homework Wednesday and you'll have homework Thursday. But I am going to give you Monday and Tuesday to finish the project. And then final touches, you have the rest of the week in conjunction with your homework to complete and submit the project Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Remember, if you need help, there's tutoring on Wednesday. If you need to meet with your partner, then you can always come to tutoring and y'all can meet virtually. I can just put you in a breakout room. Okay. So if you don't feel like you have enough time in class to meet with your partner, you can meet with your partner at that time. So no excuses, guys. Okay, you're gonna have 2 days, but still, you know how some of you do. Everybody works at different pace. Some of you just waste time, but legit, some people work at a different pace. All right, tutoring this week is Wednesday. Virtual tutoring is at 3 p.m. Okay. We do have a quiz. I almost forgot about the quiz, and we're comparing functions. So please make sure that you understand. Go back over your notes on linear, exponential, and quadratic, because I told you it was coming, and it is coming. We're comparing functions. Linear, exponential, quadratic. That means you need to know the shape of them. You need to know the definition of them. You need to know all of the formulas associated with them. You need to make sure that you study. And this quiz is only done in class. You cannot do this quiz online. Is it on Friday? I don't know yet. I want you to be prepared. And I want you to wait till the last minute, so I'm not going to tell you. Okay, so you need to study tonight. All right, let's do, because we do have a tendency in this class to wait to the last minute to get stuff done. We need to be studying all along. We're going to go over the warm up. I did already, I went over the project. Please make sure that you sign the project paper. Make sure that you choose your animal. Okay, make sure you choose your, where is it now? Raise your hand. Where's the list? Okay, good, it's moving. Okay. All right. We need to make sure we pick a partner. Shh, not right now, please, guys. All right. Then we're going to go over adding and subtracting polynomials. Oops. And then we're going to do multiplying polynomials. Okay. We're doing a lot of practice. We'll do some practice with both of those today. Your homework tonight, you need to work on the project. The part that you need to really focus on is the research part. This part right here. You need to at least get this part done here. This is easy. You got your name of your animal, find out where they live, the lifespan, about how many years do they stay alive, what they eat, what's the contributing factor to if it's a lot of them dying, or if it's an endangered species, or maybe it's not. Maybe it's more domestic. Maybe people have them as pets. What is the factor to the reason why there's either so many of them or so few of them? Okay, or maybe it's not. It's just it declines very slowly or increases very slowly. But what are the contributing factors to that? And then you need to find an interesting fact about them. And then, of course, the classification of your animal. This should be what you finish up tonight. Okay. Any questions about that? And that's an easy internet search. And then I have links to your animal. If you choose the animal that I have a link that will give you the information on these, okay? Yes. Yeah, but except I don't know if I got this one yet. But that's an easy Google search. You just type in your animal and what is the classification of a rat or whatever, okay? So you're working on project 1 through 3. Please take the time to study notes on functions. Linear, exponential, quadratic. You can do linear one night, exponential one night, quadratic one night, or something like that. I don't know. Any questions? All right. Let's turn and look at the back, the warm up. Make sure you cleared your calculator. 2 + 7 1 2. Yeah, baby. Yeah, that's fine. Mhm. I don't, but you can do the animal if you want to. There's information on that. All right, here we go. The world population in 2000 was approximately 6.8 million. I'm sorry, 6.08 million. The annual rate of increase was about 1.26%. All right, this is supposed to be on this. Mark this little A out. That's a typo. It says find the growth factor for the world population. Okay, so we need to write the equation and then figure out the growth factor. So what is the equation? What kind of function is this? Linear, exponential, or quadratic? This is exponential. Okay, and it's exponential growth. Okay, because it's saying increasing by this percent. Okay, so we're going to use 1 is equal to C parentheses 1 plus R to the X or T power. What are we going to substitute for C? 6.08. 6.08. And this is written in terms of millions, okay? 1 plus, what do we put in the place of R? 0.026. Very good, because we move this decimal 2 places to the left. So that's going to be 0, that's 0.0126 to the X power. So what is this number right here? This is going to be B, which is our growth factor. So what is this right here when I add this together? Very good. So my B in this case is 1.0126. This is my growth factor. This is what is being multiplied. The percent is right here. Okay, that's the rate, but this is my growth factor. Any questions about that? Did anybody get that right on their own? Okay, that's good. All right, suppose that the rate increases to be continues to this right here, okay? Write a function that models this population. We already did that with this right here. We already did that. Okay, let X equals the number of years since 2000. What's going to be the population in 2010? I forgot to put the X here. How do we figure out what the population, what is Y, the total population going to be in 2010? Substitute X for 10 because it's 10 years after the year 2000. So we got Y is equal to 0.068 times 26. And we're going to raise that to the 10th power. Okay, and then that's going to be your answer for this problem. I don't know why I put all this space here. It's all good. Okay, I'm going to pause for the calls. Are there any questions about this before we move on? Okay. I need you to take out your interactive notebook, please. All right, in your notebook, this is where we were adding and subtracting, which means we combine like terms. some people find it easier to just think about adding and subtracting polynomials by just combining like terms, but making sure that they put it out to the side and add each, either add or subtract depending on which is in the center. But there are other ways to look at problems like this, so we've got to go through that too. We've got to be able to add and subtract vertically as well, and I'm getting ready to show you how that works. Okay, this is page 23 continued. And I forgot to put Q3 in this corner. So I'm going back and doing that. This is continued. It's page 23 continued. Okay. So we're gonna do 1 through 10. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do 1 through 10. And we're gonna add or subtract. We're gonna do these vertically. Okay, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. After I show you how to do that, you practice it doing that way. I don't care which way you decide that you want to add or subtract, but I do want to provide you with different ways of doing it. In years to come, your teachers may choose to tell you to do like this, and they may tell you to do it vertically. So you need to know both. Okay, you need to know both ways. Both will get you, either way you do it. If you do the math right, you're going to get the answer. Okay, but you do need to know both. So let's write the first one down. We're going to do a couple until you get the hang of it, and then you're going to do the other ones in your notebook. But we're just doing 1 through 10. This is what you're putting in your notebook, okay? And then after we do that, you don't even need this paper anymore. So it's 1 through 10. The first one, we have in parentheses this binomial, because it's two terms, or polynomial, 4y plus 5. And we're going to add the second binomial, negative 7y minus 1. Okay? All right, so here we go. We're going to add these vertically. This is what that means. The one with the highest exponent is just the y. So this binomial goes first. And we're going to add this binomial, which is like terms go under the term. So the negative 7y is under the like term. And then minus 1 is under its like term. These are like terms. These are like terms. So you line it up vertically just like that. And this is a number 7, negative 7. So now you're going to add these. So you're adding 4y plus a negative 7y. What does that give you? Negative 3y. You're adding again. 5 is positive 5 plus negative 1. What does that give you? That gives you positive 4. And this is your answer. Any questions about that? Yes. Okay. Let me pause this because it's nothing. All right, so let's do the next one. Number 2. And we're getting it from this right here, this page. We have parentheses, negative x squared plus 3x. We're subtracting here. 5x plus 2x squared. Okay? We're doing this vertically. Of course, remember on the previous page, we combined like terms. Picked out the like terms and we did the sign that was in the middle. If in the middle was adding, we combined it by adding. If in the middle it was subtraction, we combined by subtracting. Okay, so we're doing the same thing, but we're going to do it vertically. So the highest exponent here is squared. So we got negative x squared plus 3x. And we're going to be subtracting, so we put subtraction here. The like term that's like this is the 2, positive 2x squared. So we're going to put a positive The like term